దేశ ఐటీ రంగాన్ని ప్రపంచ స్థాయికి తీసుకెళ్లిన నారాయణమూర్తి మళ్లీ ఇన్ఫోసిస్ బోర్డులో చేరారు. ఆయన్ని కార్యనిర్వాహక అధ్యక్షుడిగా ఇన్ఫోసిస్ నియమించింది. 1981లో ఇన్ఫోసిస్ ను స్థాపించిన నారాయణమూర్తి 2011లో బోర్డు కమిటీ నుంచి తప్పుకున్నారు. అప్పటి నుంచి గౌరవ అధ్యక్షుడిగా బాధ్యతలు చేపడుతున్నారు. ప్రస్తుత బోర్డు చైర్మన్ కేవీ కామత్ తన పదవి నుంచి తప్పుకొని లీడ్ ఇండిపెండెంట్ డైరెక్టర్ గా కొనసాగుతారు. ఏడాదికి ₹1 చొప్పున గౌరవ వేతనం అందుకోనున్న ఆయన 5 ఏళ్ల పాటు నారాయణమూర్తి కొత్త పదవిలో కొనసాగుతారని ఇన్ఫోసిస్ బోర్డు తెలిపింది. ఆయన కుమారుడు రోహన్ మూర్తిని ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ అసిస్టెంట్ గా నియమించింది. ఇన్ఫోసిస్ లోకి నారాయణమూర్తి పునరాగమనంతో ఐటీ రంగం హర్షం వ్యక్తం చేసింది.
Independent validation services and remote infrastructure management services and business process management projects. That again, nobody can argue. So therefore, I have no doubt at all that the brains trust of the company will focus on continuing with the transformational projects as well as the PPS. But the need of the day is to enhance our focus on large, what we call BITS, or application development maintenance, IVS, and remote infrastructure management services projects. That's what I would say.
Chandra, as you know, every board has a duty called the duty of care. We need to care what is the external environment, what is the internal environment, and most importantly, care what stakeholders are telling us, communicating to us through a variety of ways. I think all these are done over a period of time. There is no knee-jerk reaction, and it is, I think, in that context that we sometime in May approached Mr. Murthy to consider coming back. So it really is nothing to do with the last quarter. I think it is it's a continuous process of care, as I would say.
Mr. Murthy, the release also mentions how Rohan will really be assisting you. He has been appointed as executive assistant. No, your statement also says that this doesn't really mean that he's a potential CEO, or we shouldn't read too much into it. But considering that he does have a doctorate in computer science, he is more clued into the new trends in the market. Can we expect a larger role for him? And how difficult was it a decision for you to induct him in Infosys? Because you've always been very clear that no one from the family will be part of Infosys.
Well, first of all, as I told you earlier when I was speaking there, I have been away from executive responsibilities for the last 7 years. Therefore, I am not as much in touch with the youth of Infosys as I would like. Second, as I told you earlier, post-retirement period was set apart for doing things that I enjoy most with youngsters that I enjoy working with. Therefore, when I was requested by the Infosys board to come back, I realized that the quickest and the best way of my being effective to add value to the company and to Mr. Shibulal is by utilizing the competencies of a small team of people that I have been interacting in the last 2 to 3 years. And one of them happens to be my son Rohan. And as I pointed out there, Rohan will be my executive assistant. He has no leadership role. Mr. Shibulal, he is the CEO. There are executive directors on the board. They are competent people. There is a very strong cadre of senior management at Infosys. So therefore, the only role that Rohan has is to make me more effective. That's it.
A question for Mr. Kamath and Mr. Murthy.